These are the funniest and introspective evaluations I have noticed about the Myers Briggs Personality Type, commonly referred to as a INFJ, which represent 1% of almost 8 billion people on Earth. Statistically, you are more likely to meet a unicorn or leprechaun according to such calculations. However, that being said, I would postulate the classical INFJ personality type has been grossly underestimated, as no personality test, such as the MBTI, is 100% perfectly accurate. This is a well-established fact of professionals working in the mental health industry. We won't touch upon the genetic origins of personality attributes, for reasons of brevity. I don't want to die of old age making a YouTube video which only a few thousand people are going to watch. Unless it goes viral, in which case blame everything on the video creator Transcendent Mind. He is Steven Spielberg. I'm just the old fart who writes the essays. Wink. Warning. I don't speak English very well, being a retired Swiss clinical psychologist. So if occasional errors in sentence structures crop up or things don't quite make sense, blame it on computer artificial intelligence. I gave it my best shot. Let's rock. When an INFJ baby is born, their first words are, "Oh crap. Not again." INFJs have been around a very long time. Hominid evolution doesn't have much significance for a INFJ. Especially when your best friend was once a primordial mass of goo, destined to become everything that exists today. Give or take a billion years of animal evolution. INFJs have slightly higher IQs than most people. Most come from completely normal families, which absolutely terrifies a few parents on why they mysteriously gave birth to another Muhammad Gandhi or Adolf Hitler. INFJ children possess the supernatural ability to read people's minds and predict the future through practical logic, deductive reasoning, and enjoy drinking a lot of Starbucks coffee. Sometimes too much. Do not give them caffeinated products. Anyone can become a INFJ by taking massive amounts of vitamin supplements called nootropics. This is highly inadvisable, however. Unless you desire to wake up the next morning in an alternative universe as a gray alien or a character straight out of a Moby Dick novel. Either way, you're screwed. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. A INFJ knows they married the right person when they understand exactly how their spouse thinks, reacts, and behaves. A typical INFJ doesn't enjoy surprises. Love is unpredictable. Love is confusing. They enjoy stability and peace. I have never heard of a INFJ marrying another INFJ. I suppose it's possible. But I have never seen a mermaid either. So who knows? Never, ever, give a INFJ an Ouija board or instrument for contacting dead people. Just don't do it. Please. A true blue INFJ weeps for humanity deep inside. They have a genuine sympathy for the unwanted, unloved, disenfranchised, underdog, the persecuted, alone, hated, alienated, stereotyped, or just confused. They know precisely what good and evil is. Most INFJs will drop every idiosyncratic behavior, which they play around with for self-amusement or self-abasement, to rescue someone in need. It's 100% instinctual. And the most ironic part is they always surface during times of great social upheaval or political change. Look back upon history and you will see them. These eternal champions go by many names and appear in many forms. Some are world-renowned while others no one has ever heard of. Frequently, INFJs write better than they speak. They have wondrous ideas which occasionally cannot be adequately verbalized. Alternatively, there are some INFJs who have a gift for the gab. They retain so much collected information about life, personal experiences, and stories they make Wikipedia look like a pop-up book for 5-year-old kids. Many INFJs occasionally appear superficially arrogant, distant, cold, unfeeling, or distant. It's simple their way of dealing with life. They understand the consequences of standing up. Being a lone voice in the wilderness, warning everyone of the great flood of biblical lore and no one caring. Watching nations, cultures, and civilizations rise and fall, and understanding what the Buddhists call impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. Not even human life. The worst fear of a INFJ is living long enough to see everyone they loved and cared about ultimately perish. A Middle Eastern ancient philosopher once stated, "Pity those who desire immortality. For eternity is a curse unto itself." It's common amongst many INFJs to search for a meaning into everything. Even when some things are meaningless. Some questions don't have answers and some situations cannot be resolved. The INFJ will never accept this. They will manipulate events attempting to change the outcome of situations or themselves. And for a while it works. I apologize for those who expected a satirical essay on the Myers Briggs Personality Type, commonly called INFJs. But wasn't intended to be a humorous story. And I will tell you why. Out of the 60,000 viewers who watched some of these videos, a few people began asking me serious questions. These questions could not be answered with a witty joke or a satirical observation. These gentle souls were suffering emotionally. Most were under the age of 18. I could have readily ignored them, but that's not why I practiced clinical psychology for over 30 years. I remember one girl asking me, "Does life get any easier than this?" She was 15. I made a random comment that once she hit middle age, everything will start falling into place. She would look back one day and laugh about everything she took too seriously, and develop into true INFJ. If that was what she really desired. Then I caught myself. I also have a degree in child psychology. And quickly realized something else was going on. Something I almost imperceptible unnoticed. To make a long story short, my crisis intervention training kicked with some assistance and counseling got this precious child into a better psychotherapeutic situation within 12 hours. I believe you may understand what this story is about. 3 other incidences like this happened again. I responded the kind. I attempted to explain these situations to Transcendent Mind, who turns my essays into videos, but realized something. The videos were not about INFJs but the human condition. The price of being mortal and the problems people sometimes encounter being such. What were YouTube viewers seeing in these things I could not? It frightened me. I was tapping into something beyond my understanding. I guess what you would call a Jungian universal subconscious felt by everyone across the planet. God, I hate Carl Jung. Haha. I'm happy to say those who reached out for help, received help and are much better for the intervention. Actually, a lot better. But unfortunately this is the last INFJ essay that I will be making. I need to retreat into nature. INFJs are real. Some of the stereotypes are bizarrely accurate. The only solace I have ever encountered was being surrounded by pure life. Being one with the unjudgmental essence nature. I cannot explain such an experience. It has no explanation. But I can hear it calling like ethereal sentinels welcoming me home. Taking away my confusion, self-doubt and troubles. INFJs are the worst tree huggers on earth. So it's off to the nearby state park. Damn. It sucks to be a INFJ. But beautiful satisfyingly. Thank you for being with us to the end. You can be anywhere in the world now and you chose to stay with us, we truly appreciate it.